Welcome to the exciting rebirth of Superstar, featuring choose your membership rate as low as just $3 a month. At Superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes for Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. Hello, fabulous superstar Libra. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of November 2021. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. We've got a super new moon and we've got a lunar eclipse kicking off eclipse season that's going to take us into next month. Now, you add to this, your ruling planet Venus is going into shadow in the middle of the month, preparing to go retrograde next month. And you can see here, in many ways, the universe is setting the stage for big developments now, even bigger developments as we head into December. Now, I will be here to talk about December when we get there, but for now, let's talk about this month, because on the 4th of the month, we will have a new moon. This new moon will stand across the sky from Uranus, and it will take place in a part of the sky for you that has to do with healthy self-love, healthy self-esteem. And it also has to do with money you earn and money that you spend. And so here's the thing. That opposition to Uranus, that is a wild card factor. That is a surprise factor. But something about the surprise is karmic, if you will. There is something about it that is meant to help you to get honest, that is meant to liberate you. Now, for some, it may be a shock. For others, it may be a surprise that also brings delight. It will have you scrambling in some way and seeking to find balance. So, if this energy is playing out for you financially, this could represent new financial opportunities you have to jump on very quickly. It could represent changes to the way that you go about doing your work and what you do for work. It could represent a sense of shift right where you are. But remember, this is a super new moon, which means whatever may be happening in terms of your earning, you are aligning with something else, something better. There's new opportunity here. And in some cases may feel like it comes out of nowhere. But this can also be expenses that can be part of this. Now, the great thing is that when we have such strong financial energy, it means that the money you need is there. And it absolutely is under a sky like this. Sometimes you got to do a little bit more to show up for it, or to feel like it's showing up for you the way that you want. And yet, prosperity is there for you. And of course, self-love, self-esteem, you may get a very surprise insight on your part and a realization on your part and a sense of freedom from the past, allowing you to embrace love and self-love that much more fully. Now, as we navigate later in the month, on the 19th, we are going to have this month's full moon, but in this case, it is a jacked up full moon because it is a lunar eclipse. This lunar eclipse also happens in a financial part of your sky, but this time it is your relationship with financial institutions. And it is also an area of life that represents profound and meaningful change, profound and meaningful transformation. Now, here's the thing. This lunar eclipse is speaking in supreme harmony with Pluto. I love this energy for you. To me, this represents a sense of focus and a power move, if you will, that allows you to experience meaningful change. However, it is still an eclipse, which means there's the wild card factor there. Some of the best opportunities are going to feel fated or karmic, if you will. They will find a way to just show up for you. And so, this is where you want to strive to stay open. If it is that you have to address a financial matter, you'll do just that. And it will be at this time that you find a way to truly excel in terms of your dealings with a financial institution. Now, this can be everything from grants, loans, bursaries, insurance payments, tax returns, benefits you qualify for. But again, because it's an eclipse, it's more about the wild card factor. The best developments will just show up. The other part of this energy having to do with profound and meaningful change, it's about the realization and the transformation. and how it is that you feel different as a result. Whatever changes now will liberate you, but mainly empower you. Help you to feel like the changes are ones that you like very much. And that's the power of the Pluto trine. Now, where it comes to matters of love, Venus is the very big news now. And it is going to be on the 5th of the month that Venus will move into the foundation of your chart. Now, normally Venus spends about 4 weeks per sign per year, but this time it's different. Venus is going to be here right into March of next year, and that is because, of course, of the retrograde. It is going to be on the 17th of this month that Venus will go into shadow, on the 19th of next month officially go retrograde, and we will enter the new year with this retrograde motion. And so, of course, Venus is your ruling planet. Where Venus goes is that much more important. When Venus moves into the foundation of your chart, it connects the past and love that much more intimately. But this time, it is, of course, going to be that much more likely that your past and love are going to find a way to seek resolution. Now, keep in mind, there is going to be a Venus retrograde special horoscope, so please be on the lookout for that. But I did want to mention this now because I think this is going to be a very important trend for you. Pay attention to what is taking place right around the 17th of November, because whatever is transpiring at that time, you will in some way see it differently or return to it once we navigate to the end of January and the first days of February. That is when Venus will be turning direct and will be back here where she is when she enters shadow. So there's this larger connection playing out here now. I also want to mention, in the context of love for this month, a lot of it is also centered around the eclipse. The eclipse that takes place on the 19th, well, that eclipse is happening in a part of the sky that, in addition to the things I mentioned, also speaks to authentic connections with others. It speaks to vulnerability and intimacy as well. So for those of you open to meeting someone new, I do think you may connect with someone who serves as a catalyst for you in some way. Now, is there longevity there? That's a little bit up in the air, but what is very possible here is that you may have an experience, a moment right around the eclipse, and it makes an impact. Regardless of what happens on the surface, you feel it as an opportunity to go in a different direction. That can be part of what can make this time that much more a blessing, especially new people you may interact with now. For those of you just starting to date somebody, now that full moon lunar eclipse energy, that is about getting honest about what you really feel for this person. With that trine to Pluto, chances are there's going to be an increase of intimacy at this time. It could be emotional intimacy, and of course, could be physical as well. But it is at this time when you're getting more honest about what authentic bonds you feel or not. And if it is that you don't feel an authentic bond with this person, well, there may be somebody new who presents themselves to you at this time. And because of the strength of that feeling, you are inspired to go in a different direction. And for those of you in an established bond, keep in mind that lunar eclipse energy might speak to your partner's income. There might be a surprise opportunity for your partner to move towards greater prosperity that can end up benefiting you as well. But on the other hand, yes, this can be an increase of intimacy, knowing each other more deeply. Now, thankfully, with that Plutonian energy, there's also the real promise here of meaningful transformation. What I love about this month for you, well, there is so much here. What a powerful time. I'm going to say that eclipse, I know eclipses are the wild card, but this is an eclipse that invites you to get honest, that invites you to get deep, to look at where it is that you are ready for transformation, for change, for regeneration as well. Where it is that you are engaged in any kind of therapeutic process, whether that is psychological or physical. This is where you may reap profound rewards. And where it is that you're initiating a process, it is going to go very deep, ultimately leaving you changed and more honest for the better. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this every single week for every single sign for as low as just $3 a month. With Choose Your Membership rate at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. As a superstar, you'll get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week. And higher tiers get you things like access to special horoscopes, class passes for future Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. Link is in the description below. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.